Have you seen a lot of relapses while you lived here?
Zero.
You're not going to be successful when everybody's looking. It's what you do when nobody's looking.
Okay, so this is just a freestyle video, what we do here on a daily basis. What?
Mic check.
No, when I come into the house, I see you guys. We all interact a little bit, but I know you guys amongst each other. You guys are a bunch of characters. You have your own times. What I've noticed is, because it's been really hot the last summer, what have you guys been doing in the heat that you guys go and have fun together?
Oh, we go to the pool or the beach.
Pool or the beach?
Yes, sir.
Kind of convenient to have a beach so close, huh?
Yeah.
What do you have in Michigan? Lakes?
Yeah, we have.
Soon there'll be very cold lakes.
They'll be frozen. We'll be out there ice fishing.
Do you like going to the pool, like, and hanging out with all the guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what do you guys like on a daily? Let me ask this question. While in sober living, like, what is the most annoying thing that you deal with here?
People snoring.
Do you think it would be fair to just put all the snorers into one room?
Yes.
Okay. Are you one of them?
No.
You don't snore.
A little bit. But not loud. I've asked my roommates if I'm a snorer, and they're like, not bad.
Okay. What about you guys over there? What? Tell me. What's the most annoying thing that you have to deal with in this house?
I'll take the fifth.
I'd say when like people are trying to, because people have different schedules, and like when I'm just like talking because I have a loud voice naturally, and it'll be like, shut up, and I didn't even know they were like trying to like lay down, and I'm like, go upstairs, same thing. I'm like, I'm just gonna go outside.
Or when you're
How about this? How about this question? What does Marcus do that annoys you the worst?
I bet.
Tell them the truth.
All right, when he just talks about anything and everything.
Does he talk a lot?
Yes.
No.
Sometimes.
Morning, noon, and night?
Yes, he does.
Okay. But you love him, right?
Yeah, I love that man. Yeah.
You love that man?
I love you too, Kev.
What
Unless
do
you
you
make
what
eye
do you
contact.
like doing here the most?
Just hanging out with the guys.
And when you guys hang out, like, what do you talk about? You guys, do you shoot the shit? Is it recovery talk? Are you talking about women? Are you talking about men? Are you talking about each other? Are you talking about people? What?
the
All of
above.
it?
There is a lot of guys here, so we talk about everything.
A lot of conversations?
A lot.
A lot of fun?
A lot.
A lot of laughing?
A lot.
A lot of crying?
No, not really. At the beginning when they start kicking, but no, after that, like they're good.
Remember, you were kicking when you came here, didn't you?
Pretty bad. Yep.
Because you got out of it was like a county bed facility.
Right.
You weren't fully detoxed, right?
Nope. 5 days.
5 days in that place?
Yep.
And then when you ended up here, how many days were you kicking?
2 weeks to 3 weeks.
Okay. And then you normalized and you were okay?
Yeah. Good. Chilling.
And how long are you sober now?
4.5 months.
That's my boy right there. And Ryan,
Yes.
in this entire time that you've lived here, what's been the I already asked you. What has been the brightest moment that has stood out to you the most while living here?
watching the new guys come into the house and watch them get their lives back together. Because I can remember when I came into the house, I had nothing, and then as I slowly gained, and then seeing other people come in here with nothing and just watching their eyes light up is probably the best thing. It gives you hope and strength.
What inspired you? Because I've been over here and I've seen some guys come that are new, and then like you'll take them out to the fire pit or you'll go and sit down and read the book with them. Like, what inspired you to do that?
It's after my 12 steps, it's what we do. We practice these principles in all of our affairs, and we give what was so freely given us to somebody that is struggling. And what keeps us sober is extensive work with another alcoholic, because it puts you back in that spot of, oh shit, I was 30 days in, I was 1 day in. Like, it gives you that, like, I can help this person, and it's just the best feeling in the world.
Marcus, in the last 5 days, what was your biggest frustration that you had while being in this house? You can say me too if you want.
No, I would say because I do talk a lot and I have a loud voice, the same kind of thing. I was just like trying to actually deal with myself, like, and set my own boundaries up. And when I tear them down, like, it's just a constant. I'm trying to make progress. Now that I'm sober, I want to like progress in other factors, and sometimes I let that go. So I guess like when I set boundaries for myself and then I don't achieve them, kind of bugs me, but I'm working on it. So
Give the microphone to him. Cash, have you ever, in the time, how long you been living here?
Been here for 2 months.
Okay, in the last 2 months, have you ever done things that you realize, like, though that's my old behavior, I need to stop doing that?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you name one of them?
I don't know, maybe just like lying a little bit about stuff, trying to be slick. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know, just, stuff like that. Just old behavior. But the great thing about this program is honesty. And, it takes a little bit. It doesn't come overnight.
Sure.
Yeah, but just the fact that I'm practicing, it just makes me feel better every day. The things that I don't have to lie anymore about anything because I'm sober, man. That's a beautiful thing,
Now, thank you for your honesty. I do want to talk about this. Be honest, guys. Like, do you ever be in conversations with people in this house where somebody starts glorifying drugs, or have you glorified drugs or alcohol use? Raise your hand if you have. Okay. What did you glorify?
Just the seemingly fun time of it.
Like the Nas?
No previous experiences.
Okay. And when you were telling the story, was it like in a way where you weren't trying to harm anyone, but you were just like kind of romanticizing it?
Yeah, it was like talking about an ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Right.
What about you? Have you glorified drugs?
I mean, not really, because here's the thing. When you start doing drugs, like at the beginning, it's always fun, right? So, but we get to the point that you hate the feeling, like it's like the whole thing is like miserable. So I don't glorify it at all.
You?
I don't think I ever had glorified drugs. Like,
Good.
not that I can.
That's a good thing. What about you?
Yeah, I've glorified drugs a lot.
What's so glorified? Like what's so
Not
glorious
in the
about
sense that
fentanyl?
it's glorious, right? But like when you tell your war stories and you go into details, and then somebody that
Who you knew, what you got, who you got it from.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, I used to, mix it up, and then when I found that right vein, and I fucking, you know what I mean? Then you have somebody in the house that's like, and then somebody
All
in the
up in your
house is like, hey,
face.
bro, can you stop talking about that? And then you got to catch yourself, and you got to be like, hey,
So you've had people actually correct you and tell you, please don't do that. Yeah. Question for. Oh, you want to? Did you glorify drugs?
I was just gonna say, when I take my will back, which I struggle with at times, like I notice me starting to glorify it in my head, like, oh, eventually I can, do this or that. But then reservation pops up and I have to just shut it down because I know that it's never gonna be like that again. I was chasing a high that I can never have again. It's just not reachable.
Do you think when you come in the path of sobriety, you really don't know your identity?
Oh, for sure. I'm like completely rediscovering myself. It's at times uncomfortable, but I'm starting to relearn who I am, like without the drugs. So it's definitely re-identifying yourself, new identity.
Do you think that you're falling asleep? Right in the middle of this filming, just falling asleep. Do you think you know your identity? Yeah, I'm narcoleptic. Go ahead.
Do I think I know my identity?
Did you not know your identity when you first got sober?
No, I didn't know.
Do you think like you're starting to get to know yourself?
A little bit better, yeah.
And you?
Yes, my authentic self has revealed.
That's like some fucking Yoda shit right there. All right. So here's the thing. A lot of times people think. Did you want to say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
About glorifying drugs, I remember a couple of times when I mentioned meth, I was like, "Dish," and then the heroin was like, "Dish." Just a feeling. But that was wrong because.
Did you like to look at it on YouTube and show it to people?
Yes.
Why?
What, this right here?
No, when you were new.
Yeah. I did that because I thought that would just make me hate it because I looked like such a fool. Like the videos I made, I looked like such a jackass. Like there were stupid things that I would never do when I was sober.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So there's something else I want to talk about. There's often people will call me and say, what if I put my kid in that type of environment? Isn't like when kids go to rehab, isn't that a place where they could make new connections or they could get like a new drug dealer? And truth be told, like, yeah, your kid's going to be amongst people that might not be serious about the recovery, so they may be influenced. But in this type of environment, I just want like you guys to speak on it. Has there ever been anything in this house that's made you want to go relapse with somebody? From the house.
No.
Have you seen a lot of relapses while you lived here?
0.
How long have you lived here?
75 days.
How about you? Have you had any temptations to do drugs with anybody that might have been glorifying it and you guys wanted to go get high?
No.
How long have you lived here?
2 months.
And have you seen any relapses?
No.
Okay. You?
No.
You?
2.
2 times that you wanted to go use with somebody?
No, 0.
Okay. And the relapses that you saw were people that lived here while they lived here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
And what happened to them?
One went out and started stealing NyQuil, and then he started smoking meth again, and you got him out of here quick. The other dude was the one that just passed away, Nick. He wasn't about the program, stole the credit card, fucking got kicked out, and he went on his own way. And those are just people that aren't ready to surrender and work an honest program.
That's right. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. Honestly, since I've been here, there's been never a time like that, and you know everybody's pretty serious about the program. And if I feel like somebody wants to talk about that stuff, people just shut him down really quick, and he wouldn't even want to talk about that. This is a clean place, honestly, and I've been here 2 months, and it's great.
So going off of what Cash said, a lot of people in a sober living do not like the structure of a sober living. So we have to get up at 9, do chores. That builds character.
Yes,
That
sir.
gets us. That gives us responsibility. We have to be down here from 9 to 12 and do a big book study.
Yeah.
That puts us into the book. That shows us to hold us accountable,
Mhm.
right? When nobody's looking, what are we doing?
Yep.
That's what house has shown me, is that you're not going to be successful when everybody's looking. It's what you do when nobody's looking.
Exactly.
That's going to make you successful. I just want to
Yeah.
iterate.
Thank you. Great
How do
point.
say it? Iterate?
Yeah.
Reiterate.
Great point, brother.
Reiterate.
I'm from Utah, sorry.
Go ahead.
I could say honestly, I've been to quite a few programs, like quite a few, and in this house particularly, I have not seen one person relapse. I have not seen the glorification of it. Like there's something about this house. There's an essence to it. You know what I mean? That like is real recovery.
That part.
So you know what I mean? It's good. So I really appreciate this house and you, Pej, and everyone here. So thank you.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to bring you guys together today. I appreciate each and every one of you. I believe that you're all on your own journeys and your own paths. And if you just keep the drugs and alcohol out of your body, you can have beautiful lives and
Sir.
truly find your essence. With that said, we are signing out. Love you
Essence.
all. Have a good rest of your day.